These are such easy double teams. It's a strong side isolation. All DeAnthony Melton has to do is get down there to get his dribble picked up. Kelly Oubre is going to be instantly rotating. Then everybody, you just rotate to the weak side of the floor. That's it. Just help Paul Reed out. Why does Paul Reed got to guard Bam Adebayo one-on-one in the post for an hour and a half here with no help? Terrible defense on this down screen. If you're DeAnthony Melton, you're chasing over the top right here. And Kelly Oubre is showing, okay? Kelly Oubre could also switch this. It's a very switchable screen, too. DeAnthony Melton, Kelly Oubre. Just go up the gut. Tyler Herro's open. It's just atrocious transition defense. This shot's up. Tyrese Maxey's not going for the offensive rebound. Get back, okay? DeAnthony Melton, too. Like, how did the Heat get this rebound and hit ahead? Like, this is too easy. That nice transition defense. So Kelly Oubre comes down to double here, which is great. There's no reason not to. So Mo Bamba is going to have to rotate to Duncan Robinson, okay? And then the dribble gets picked up. Everybody else rotates from there. It's not hard. But Kelly Oubre is going down to double. Right? First of all, it's taking him too long, and no one's rotating. So Duncan Robinson's open. Patrick Beverley's got to get back and see the ball. Sprint back. I'm seeing both. You're jogging and have your back to the ball right here. So right now I could be guarding in the middle. Marcus Morris is behind the ball. So I could take the ball and Marcus Morris can come over to Kyle Lowry. Okay? Or I could just come over here and get in the gaps, right? I can stunt, I can recover. But Pat, you never saw the ball. Not once. Again, in transition, could Marcus Morris sprint back here? First of all, he's going to backpedal. Oh, and then he's going to mix in a horrific gamble right here. Now you're behind the play for no reason. There's 3.6 seconds left on the shot clock right here. This is a pretty easy down screen for Tobias Harris to just trail over the top. But this is also a very switchable screen. So if you're going to switch Daniel House, it's got to be like instant, automatic. You go every time Daniel House and Tobias Harris are on the screen, we're switching. But you're waiting. You're waiting. So Tobias Harris is communicating a switch now. Well, Daniel House is going to be late to get out now. Not ready to guard. Rip through a move, shot at the end of the horn. This is why Nick Nurse was fired in Toronto and why the 76ers are going to waste another year of Joel Embiid's prime. Duncan Robinson does one thing. So I'm up and hedging. There's no play. DeAnthony Melton's right there in backside help for Bam Adebayo's role. We're pushing Duncan Robinson out. Nope. Let's have Duncan Robinson come off a ball screen and be wide open to do the one thing he does. 76ers are switching here. It makes sense. DeAnthony Melton, Tyrese Maxey, very switchable. So why can't Tyrese Maxey just get up, ready to guard, ready to slide his feet? Why does he have to come up and instantly gamble? So now Tyler Herro turns the corner. This draws help from everywhere. And now the defense is in scramble mode. If you're not switching a screen, then you must have backside help. That's why Mo Bamba's got to get up here. You push Tyler Herro out so Tyrese Maxey can get in backside help. You're running your idiot drop coverage. There's no backside help. Look at this. Bam Adebayo's going to be wide open right here. Kyle Lowry's wide open. This is why the 76ers are going nowhere with Nick Nurse. It's a disaster. So first of all, Mo Bamba's in the paint for absolutely no reason. Let's get out and guard Kevin Love right here. All right, so you're going to be late. You're going to bite on a pump fake. Okay, so the help here would come from Kelly Oubre. Okay, why is DeAnthony Melton staring at the ball? He isn't even helping anyways. All you're doing is just stare. Why can't we see both? Like, you're staring at the ball, you're not helping. So now Tyler Herro's just going to open. If you run drop coverage, you're giving on pick and pops, you're giving up practice shots. Okay? Kelly Oubre can easily ice this screen because now when Kevin Love pops to the three-point line, I have a backside defender right here. You run drop coverage. Off a pick and pop right here, this is like Kevin Love before the game taking warm-up shots. This is why Nick Nurse is a disaster. And the 76ers are going to waste another year of Joel Embiid. Just a poorly coached team. Tobias Harris and Kelly Oubre. Very switchable. You go every time they're involved in a ball screen, any screen. We're just switching, okay? No talking, no thinking. But you're thinking. Kelly Oubre doesn't switch. Tobias Harris does switch. Jaime Jaquez is open now. And you can just get it and go right to the rim. First of all, if you're DeAnthony Melton, you got to get your back to the baseline, right? I'm seeing ball, I'm seeing man. So you're going to be late. That's why you're late getting out on this handoff right here. But now if you're DeAnthony Melton, just focus on being able to guard one-on-one right here, okay? Let's not make a terrible gamble like that. Try and get a steal. We don't get it. And Harrow's. Nick Nurse is such a disaster. Fired in Toronto for being terrible. You're going to waste another year of Joel Embiid because you have incompetent coaching. Doc Rivers wasn't enough. What are you doing about this ball screen? Does Tyrese Maxey want to switch? Like, Mo Bamba's getting screened here. Let's see what the 76ers do to defend it. Nothing. Kelly Oubre is getting caught in no man's land. That's why he's going to get beat off the dribble by Tyler Herro. If Patrick Beverley is coming to double baseline, and Tobias Harris is seeing this play out. Patrick Beverley's coming to double. So Tobias Harris got to rotate out to Duncan Robinson. And then Tyrese Maxey would go to the corner, and then Patrick Beverley would just come down to the block. But I mean, Patrick Beverley comes to double, and no one moves. You have to switch this handoff. Mo Bamba's fine taking Tyler Herro because he'll have help in the middle of the floor when Tobias Harris switches. But you read it, hand off and Tyler Herro's being open. That's the strategy tonight. 76ers are in a zone right here. So DeAnthony Melton, why are you in the paint? Let's get out and get ready to guard RJ Hampton. Like, you're just staring at the ball. Like, so now RJ Hampton's catching this. You're not ready to guard. Rip and go right by you, draw help, and now Jaquez is open. This is exactly the reason why Nick Nurse is terrible, why he was fired in Toronto, and why they will not win again with Joel Embiid. Okay, Daniel House right here. You just keep your back to the baseline. That's it. My feet are set. I'm going to stunt. I'm going to easily be able to recover and get the dribble picked up. Look at Daniel House. You never guard like this with your back to the ball. So now Kyle Lowry's going to the rim. The 76ers switch this screen right here, okay? So now off of this handoff right here, like Patrick Beverley's got to be up and ready to switch again. Kelly Oubre's planning on there being a switch, and you're playing off Kyle Lowry. You're not ready to switch. So Duncan Robinson now can turn the corner, draw help, and someone's open, Adebayo. So the 76ers switch late here as opposed to Tobias Harris being up, ready to guard immediately, and DeAnthony Melton immediately getting underneath Jamal Cain. That doesn't happen. But the problem is there with Tyrese Maxey. You have your back to your man. Back to the baseline. Let's see both. I mean, Kyle Lowry's coming in the lane. You have not been looking at Jaime Jaquez the entire time. So here this is again. The 76ers are switching. So Kelly Oubre, you have to get underneath the screener on the switch. Mo Bamba's not great guarding on the perimeter, so we want to give him help in the middle of the floor when he switches. But guess how Kelly Oubre switches? And this is a Nick Nurse thing, being poorly coached. Over the top. Mo Bamba's on his own, and yeah. So Tyrese Maxey's fronting the post here without backside help, so this pass is going to get thrown over the top. I guess they're going to switch very late with Tobias Harris. So Tobias Harris playing way off of Jaquez right here. Again, this is another one of these strong side ISOs that is so easy to double. All DeAnthony Melton does is come down, you instantly rotate with Kelly Oubre. Then everybody, you're just coming to the weak side of the floor. That's it. But instead, you got Tobias Harris playing way off. So Jaquez is getting in the paint. There's no one there. Just a poorly coached disaster. It's guard to guard here on this ball screen. Tyrese Maxey, DeAnthony Melton. This should be not thinking about it, nothing. Just instant switch. What happens? Tyrese Maxey switches, Melton doesn't. Duncan Robinson somehow wide open for three. Kelly Oubre is going to be switching this screen. First of all, I should be level to Duncan Robinson, so I'm ready to guard immediately. You're not. Okay, so you're late getting up. But now let's just focus on still trying to guard, right? Let's show our hands, slide our feet, defensive stance. What does Kelly Oubre do? Gamble instantly and get beat, draw help, and now there's no one to box out Adebayo. Transition here, DeAnthony Melton's taking the ball. I guess he needs to communicate this. Why is Tobias Harris standing in the middle of nowhere? Get over to Duncan Robinson. How's Duncan Robinson continue to be allowed to do the only thing that he does? First of all, it is completely unnecessary for Tyrese Maxey to be staring, looking for a screen. Just guard the ball. That's why you're going to get beat here a little. I can still get up, though, and hedge this screen. So I can have some backside help with Kelly Oubre Jr. right here. Okay, I'm pushing Kyle Lowry out. Tobias Harris can handle both players 2 passes away. You have to have backside help. What does Nick Nurse not understand about this? Maybe this is why you're trash unless you have Kawhi. Look at this. So Bam Adebayo's catching this on the run in the paint. Paul Reed's not ready to guard because he was just guarding the ball. So it's just catch, go, easy. You put your players in a terrible spot. Terrible coaching.